The importance of the practice of presence and becoming a more conscious human cannot be understated. And it is definitely a necessity in order to parent our children in this world to be more conscious human beings. And in fact, we can't consciously parent our children or our grandchildren until we ourselves have embraced consciousness. And what does that look like? How can we, as human beings, become more conscious through our awakening, through our understanding that the life that we have lived largely for most of our life, this lifetime and many other lifetimes, has all been done from a state of egoic unconsciousness. And this is through no fault of our own. However, we're living now in a time where awakening is happening on a global scale, and it is going to continue to happen more and more. So, more people as they awaken are going to want to know and try to grasp and understand through this awakening what it is that they need to do in order to let go and heal the past so that they can function differently in this world, so that the outlook of their future and their life can look a lot differently than the life that they have been living. And so conscious parenting plays a vital role in the humans that are going to eventually, generationally, replace us as time moves forward. And in order for that to happen, we have to recognize within ourselves that the baggage that we've been carrying needs to be let go of, that it's time for us to heal and put the stories away of why it is that we are the way we are, for taking responsibility for those issues and experiences that happen to us by healing them. Most of our lives have been lived with being passed down parenting skills and issues and certain personality issues that have come into play from one generation to another. And it isn't through anybody's fault. It is just the way that our existence in this world since the beginning of time has transpired. And so now we have a duty if we've awakened. And that duty is to really recognize that we have a personal responsibility to let go of all of that so that we can be the light, so that we can shine more love and healing in this world. And our children, as well as our grandchildren, deserve the right to function and be happy, peaceful, calm, loving, joyful humans and experience life differently than how we did. There's none of this, that's not how it was when I was young, and that's not how I was raised. None of that is applicable. And I don't know about anybody else, but I wouldn't want my children's children to be raised the way that I even raised my own daughter looking back. And it isn't that I was a terrible mother, I wasn't. However, there are a lot of things that I would do much differently given the chance to have had more consciousness, to recognize that some of the things that I was doing unconsciously would have an effect on my daughter moving forward. And that is what conscious parenting is all about. When you become a more conscious human being, you recognize that everything you do, every action, every word has an effect, has an outcome. And that is what this world is all about. It's about cause and effect. Karma, something that we have never considered before, how our actions are going to play out in the future. Not just our future, but in the future of others, that our words and our actions have harmed or affected other people. One of the greatest explanations of karma and how it actually works was from the Bhagavad Gita that I just finished reading not that long ago. It was an explanation from the author within this book. And how it was explained was that karma is a seed, a single seed. That seed is possessed by us. And when we do something, which may be through our words or through our actions, that seed is planted. And then from that seed sprouts a tree. And from that tree come leaves. And from the leaves come flowers. And from the flowers come the fruit. That is what karma is. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's an effect. It's a long-term effect. What that effect is up to us as humans. How that all is going to look moving forward. So it's not just a seed that gets planted. Oh, I said something today that was really hurtful. It's what that effect has in the long run. That effect could hurt somebody so much so that it damages them in a way that now they're carrying forward in their life with someone else, and then someone else, and then someone else. So when we get to a point in our lives where karma is something that we have to take responsibility for, you're not just taking responsibility for one seed. You may be taking responsibility for the entire tree of that karma. And that entire tree sometimes represents generations. And it's all on us. It's all riding on us moving forward in this world. What is it that we want to move forward, put out into this world so that our children don't have to bear the weight and the responsibility of carrying all of that baggage, so that they put that stamp, that inherent stamp of sin that Christianity talks about, which is really generational trauma, on the next generation and the next generation. It all starts with being a conscious human being. It all starts with taking responsibility for what that looks like for us, our responsibility of healing our hurts and the damages and the things that have been done to us, so that we no longer have to put that energy and that hurt, the hate, the fear, whatever it may be, into the world, so that the next generation carries it and the next generation. It all ends here. And is it easy? No, it isn't. It takes work like anything else. Is it worth it? Yes. Yes, it is. It's like taking off a 50-pound backpack that you've been carrying around for your entire life and finally putting it down on the ground. That's what it feels like. And it just continues to get lighter and lighter the more dedication and the more work you decide to put into it. So that is our responsibility moving forward as conscious humans. That is our responsibility for what it is that we want to see. Who we are becoming also translates into the world that we want to see, not just for ourselves, but for those who will come after us. Hope you liked the series, and as always, much love and light.